Hi, my name's Craig McLean from Putney Chiropractic Centre. Over the last 15 years I've been working with everyone from Olympic gold medalists to pregnant mums to office workers and everyone in between. And I spend a lot of time during my day explaining to people the best way to stretch and strengthen their spine. Research shows that a good chiropractic program is always supported well if you do the right exercises, both from stretching and strengthening. Naturally, if you're doing any of these exercises and you feel pain or discomfort in any way, shape or form, stop the exercise immediately and discuss with your chiropractor the problems you're having with that particular exercise, and we'll be able to find a variation for that exercise for you. This section of the video covers the neck and neck stretching to begin with. I'm going to take you through 4 very similar neck stretches, but essential in releasing the tension which commonly builds up in the neck and shoulder region. So most of these exercises are done sitting down, in fact all of them. So I'm just going to use this ball, but feel free to sit on an office chair. In fact, it's a really good idea to do all these stretches as soon as you sit down at the desk at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning when you hit the office. So sitting in a nice upright position like this, we're going to start the exercise program by literally letting your head come forward, and we're going to stretch all those muscles at the very back side of the neck bilaterally on both sides. Hands on top of the head, and just allow the weight of your hands to stretch down all the way. Hold that position there for about 30 seconds. You can hold it up to a minute if you want. I find it's a really nice, comfortable stretch for those back neck muscles and just general neck muscles. So the next stretch is a slight variation on that, where literally you're taking yourself off to the side. Okay, one side at a time, looking straight ahead, hold onto the top of your head again. If you're sitting on a chair, grab onto the bottom of that chair to stop your shoulder from riding all the way up. So relax your shoulder, grab onto the chair, and with your hand here and these neck muscles completely relaxed, drag your head all the way over this way. And you should feel a nice stretch all the way through here. If it feels nervy or painful, stop straight away, but if it feels like a nice relaxing stretch, then carry on. Obviously do that on the other side. Grab onto the bottom of the chair again, shoulder nice and relaxed, and pull the head just lightly with the weight of your hand over this way. Fantastic. Now, the middle variation is essentially a 45-degree angle. Okay, so again, literally grabbing onto the top of your head, drag it down and across in the same motion, like you're looking at the knee on the opposite side there. Grab onto the back part of your head and drag it all the way down this way. You should feel a combination of stretches on the side muscles here and the very back muscles all the way back there. It's up to you to try and work out exactly the best way to get that stretch happening. As you can feel, I'm sort of experimenting around with it. Once you find the right spot, then hold that position down for 30 seconds, come up and repeat on the opposite side. Again, find that position of maximal stretch, hanging onto the chair that you're sitting on, keeping the shoulder relaxed and coming all the way down this way. Okay, the next part of the neck stretching involves a rotation. Literally turning your head as far as you possibly can to one side, hand touching your cheek and pushing you that little bit further around. Now, as you can see, I can turn pretty much all the way to nearly 90 degrees. You may find that you only get to about 45 degrees, but that's okay. Literally push to the point where it feels this light amount of stretching occurring in the neck muscles. Could be this side, could be this side, and push just that little bit further around. Hold lightly for 30 to 60 seconds again, and just breathe deeply as you allow the muscles to release in your neck. Obviously repeat the same move on the other side, trying to maintain good upright posture as you do that, stretching. Part 2 of the neck program involves strengthening exercises. Now this is really important in today's day and age of computers and smartphones. We're spending all of our times on the smartphone, on the iPad, on the computers, driving the car, surfing the TV, and literally a lot of this posture is being reinforced. And I'm sure you see this in our older generation, where basically people are adopting this really forward head posture and a big curve in the lower back there. So, in an attempt to try and prevent ourselves from being changed by the new behaviours that we have in society today, I've developed some really cool little exercises to allow your body to strengthen and reverse the trend of poor posture. So, simple little warm-up process involves rolling the shoulders around, just loosening up the shoulders a little bit. Bring them up and let them fall down again, up and down. So literally shrugs and rotations. Do them both sides, really warm up the shoulder and the neck area. Okay, that's great. Now, once we're warmed up a little bit in there, I want you to get down into a position where, let's go this way, where we're going to do on all fours. And it's a nice little way to, again, get yourself into a neutral position, nice and tight core muscles activated here. Head in a neutral position that isn't too far up or not dropped forward. Nice and neutral, feels nice and relaxed. And then literally just lift one arm and shoulder all the way up and bring it back down again. Do the same on the other side. Now repeat this 10 times on both sides, and you should feel the shoulder, scapular muscles really working hard, and the neck just supporting your head in that position there. So from this position here, I want you to lift one arm up and place it on the back of your head like this. Again, find that sort of nice neutral position here, and then allow your arm and your shoulder to really drop and rotate around, and then coming all the way up. Literally, the rotation of your torso as you go through this exercise is a really nice way to activate the muscles in the upward direction and stretch them as you go all the way down this way. I'll just show you that from the other side. Hand on top of the head here. Allow that to collapse and stretch all the way down there, and then come back and down and up and down and up. Repeat that exercise again 10 times each side and do 3 sets of it. Now, the very last part of that exercise is a quite advanced way of testing your shoulder flexibility, really. But most people who have limited shoulder flexibility and poor posture, head forward posture, may find it very difficult to do this exercise in any way, shape or form. So get yourself down into what is the child's pose in the yoga world, and let your head just rest down here as you stretch your arm all the way out. Roll your thumb over and then try and lift it all the way up and back. So it's essentially, it's a reach, it's a roll, and then it's a lift. So reach, roll, and lift. And do that again 10 times each side, and you'll really feel that shoulder burning in there. Some of you may find you get to a position here like this, and you can't even lift your arm off the ground. That's okay, go through the position of reaching and rolling, and just try and lift it up even if you can't. So the last exercise of the neck strengthening program is one that we call T's, Y's and L's. Okay? You'll see why in a minute. You'll need a ball, a nice exercise ball to lie on, and start yourself off into what looks like a T. Thumbs up, and literally go through a process of lifting and retracting those shoulders. I'm looking at you, but try and keep your neck into a reasonably relaxed, neutral position. Do that 10 times, and then reach up into what is a Y position for your arms relative to your body. And repeat that again 10 times. And then to complete, go into an L shape in the elbow and go through a rotational movement as well. So you're coming up and then you're rotating backwards. Up and rotating backwards. Up and rotating backwards. And that's the T's, Y's and the L's.